Hey, good morning to everyone. This is our Wednesday edition of the Walking This Way's Impact Voice podcast. I am doing the show early. I have been on another platform tonight at 7 p.m. I'm going to give a big shout out to Anita with her platform. So I'll be on her podcast being interviewed. So I'm looking forward to that this evening. So there will not be a Walking This Way's Impact Voice podcast tonight at 7. So we're doing a Wednesday. We're doing an early edition. I have my guest coming in. My guest is behind schedule. My guest will be joining me soon. So looking forward to chopping up with her, which is no stranger to the platform. I had on her numerous times, and I reached out to her, and she gladly accepted the invitation. I just love people that are doing positive things, people that's all about growth, people that's all about being innovative, people that's all about being motivated, and to do the things that they love to do the things they are born to do the things they're destined to. Like I say all the time on the show, we was not meant to be a waste. We was not to just exist here in the earth. We have a greater purpose here in the earth. You know, if you're going back to creation of time, when God fashioned everything, how God had everything in place for us to follow, and it's up to us to follow the blueprint. We have gotten to the point where we have got away from God's original plan for man, and we converted to doing our own thing. And we want to know why we're struggling. We want to know why we're being hindered in certain areas, why we still got certain behaviors, why we got certain mindsets, why we think a certain way, why we act a certain way, why we do things a certain way, why we have so much evenness going on within us that this was not was meant to be. You know, going back to the beginning, and we're gonna go to that right quick. We're gonna go back. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to Genesis, and I'm just really on Genesis. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion." We know what dominion means: rule, governor. So God has given us authority in the earth. I'm going to say that again. God has given us authority in the earth, not in heaven, in earth. And he said, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeped upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. So here we go. God made man. Of course, he made man in his image, after his likeness. Then he fashioned woman after the man. Remember, us men, we're made in the image of the Most High, Ahaya. His name is in Hebrews, Ahaya. So we're made in the image of him. And he made the woman in the image of the man. And God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowls of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. Here, God has given us dominion. He has given us authority. He has given us governorship in the earth, not in heaven. And this is what he did. And then I'm gonna skip over to another point. I hear a lot of people always saying they're praying for a spouse. They want to get married. I'm believing God for a husband. I'm believing God for a wife. But Adam never asked for a spouse. Adam was not looking for that. And I'm going to tell you why. It was God that said it was not good for the man to be alone. I'm going to take you that. Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him and help meet for him. Adam wasn't like that. God said that. Adam was so focused on what God had given him to do, he didn't even think about a significant other. God said it was not good for man to be alone. And he made the help meet for him. God fashioned the woman to be the help meet to the man. The man has the vision. The woman helps along to help bring that vision to pass. Division was never, we see so much division in our world today. We see 50-50. Who bring this to the table? Who bring that to the table? But if you ever go back to the original plan of God, God said, I will make him and help meet for him. So we know the woman is a help meet. So the woman helps along beside the man. And then go to verse 19, and out of the ground, with Genesis chapter 2, verse 19, and out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. So here he is getting Adam to exercise his authority. When God created the beasts and God created these things, he brought them to Adam to see what Adam was going to call them. And whatever Adam called them, that's what it's going to be. Death and life is in the power of the tongue to eat the fruit thereof. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was named thereof. And Adam gave names to all the cattle and to all the field of the earth. I mean, all the fowls of the air, every beast of the field. But for Adam, there was not found a helpmeet for him. Here it goes. Help me. The woman is the helpmeet. So we know that we work together as one. That's what it was getting to. There was not found a helpmeet for him. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and clothed the flesh thereof instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from the man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. Here he goes. And going to Genesis chapter 2, verse 22. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. Here, God presenting the helpmeet to Adam. Adam didn't know anything about that. God presented the woman to the man. So that was a gift to man. The helpmeet is a gift to us. And was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Verse 25, and they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. But I'm going to go back to that, how God positioned the woman to Adam. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Adam recognized who she was already. Remember, Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Adam already recognized his wife when he opened his eyes. He recognized who she was. He knew who she was. It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual connection there. When you know, that's the one for you. And just getting back to the point how God made us to work together. You know, it's not a one-sided thing. Relationship is not one-sided. Relationships, you're supposed to have each other's back, right? You're supposed to have each other's back. You're supposed to work together. It's a business. I look at marriage as a business. When I said I looked at the marriage as a business, some people, this individual always crazy. It is a business. It's not about, they think marriage is all about romances and flowers and candy. No, it's a business. Marriage is a business. Because I'm looking at building our kingdom, building our empire. We have to make decisions when it comes to the next move. We have to make decisions how we're going to raise our family. We got to make decisions where we're going to live. We got to make decisions how we're going to do these things. It's all about making decisions, sound decisions that's going to benefit us and benefit our family. But before going any further, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back after this commercial break.
Take my place, and it's all about the blood and the sake. still let my make up in your presence, I'm the same, yeah. Your spirit fills me up, you're all that I have. Many people lost and died at me, how long will he last? True seeker ain't real, I see through him like a glass. Did you know about the things that he did in his past? It was simple, our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquity. The chastisement that he took is the very thing that appears to me. The devil know that I'm afraid, in my life to be for me. But God make provisions, ain't no seven says he got to sleep. With muddy eyes, I was blind, Lord, but now I can see. You purified, you took my mind, Lord, and now I am free. With muddy eyes, I was blind, Lord, but now I can see. You purified, you took my mind, Lord, and now I am free. Reach out to me, takes me away. How can I stand here and not feel blue? You're all around me, you make me new. Desperately seeking, Lord, I want to know you more, and only you can heal my scars. I hear you knocking at the door. I see you reaching out your hand, you give me wings so I can soar, and only you can clean me up. So now I cling to the Lord. I cling to the Lord while I cling to my soul. With a vision so high, I gotta have faith, so give me more. You want my time, I give you more. You want my life, Lord, ashore. So fill me with your presence, in your spirit I adore. No matter what I go through, no matter where I've been, I know you're by my side, the beginning and the end. You're my overseer, and you've seen me through my sins. So I'm glad to lift you up, and Lord, I praise you with my pen. Salvation is my banner, I'ma hold myself on standard. You always pull me out, and Lord, you never let me abandon. I walk the road so high and see this change has begun. Just keep your eyes on God and see this change just come. Reach out to me, takes me away. How can I stand here and not feel blue? You're all around me, you make me new. Reach out to me, it takes me away. How can I stand here and not feel blue? You're all around me, you make me new.
Yeah. Monday through Saturday, I open my Bible. Bible showed me how to walk in the Spirit. Spirit of God, hell with decisions. Shit that leads me straight to the prison. Fruit of the Spirit, and heaven with water. Plant won't grow with diamond water. Sunday sprinkles just not on the water. Words of Christ is water my soul. It fills my bowl, it overflow. To these souls that dry and cold. So lost without you, don't know where to go. Here I am, available store. Renewing my mind, take out the time. Study alone, put down the phone. No distraction, no drama, no problem. All these things are giving the phone. I'm walking the Spirit. Just a flesh, it's not my thing. Obey what I say to do. Not just some Sunday man. I walk in the Spirit. I talk in the Spirit. I live in the Spirit. I'm moving the Spirit. Yeah, I'm walking the Spirit. Just a flesh, it's not my thing. Obey what I say to do. Not just some Sunday man. I walk in the Spirit. I talk in the Spirit. I live in the Spirit. I'm moving the Spirit. Yeah. Early mornings before you hit the ground. Thinking your face, you show me around. Show me the place in the spiritual world. Placing more precious than diamonds and pearl. Value one more than the silver and gold. I follow your spirit wherever you go. I can't go a day without seeking you. Directions, all that's that come from you. You order my steps, green light my ways. I know it's okay to do it that way. Peace about it, I know it's okay to do it your way. It's always safe. Fruit of the Spirit will grow on my tree. Can't walk in flesh and curse my tree. Love and goodness, meek and tender kindness that will come from me. I'm walking the Spirit. Just a flesh, it's not my thing. Obey what I say to do. Not just some Sunday man. I walk in the Spirit. spirit. Daily I'm walking the spirit. Just the flesh is not my thing. Obey what it say to do. Not just on Sunday, man. I walk in the spirit. I talk in the spirit. I live in the spirit. I'm moving the spirit. Yeah.
The songs that help me get motivated in my workout is definitely a lot of Megan Thee Stallion songs. Of course, I work out to Freak Nasty. The beat is just too fire. I'm really talking that talk, and it allows me to get on the Stairmaster and really walk that walk. So I really highly suggest if Freak Nasty is not on your gym playlist, you go add it right now. The hotties that know me wouldn't be surprised that, like, ain't it fun? My Paramore is on my workout playlist. Because I just feel like I need to get in here and have the time of my life. I'm like jumping around the gym, and I'm pretty sure people are like, whatever pre-workout she have, I want it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on the Walking This Way's Impact Voice podcast. Like I said, this is our Wednesday morning edition. I'm very excited, very honored, very proud to be with y'all one more time. It's all about staying consistent, man. Staying consistent in what you do. I've been doing this since 2009, going strong in year 2024, and the best yet to come. It's all about building whatever you set out to do. Make sure you put in 1,000% in what you're doing. That's what's all about, staying consistent, staying highly motivated, finding your passion, finding your niche in life. That's what it's all about. And growing, developing, changing his mindset, getting his mind right. That's what it's all about. So I switched over, and I went to Deuteronomy 28. Of course, this is Moses. Moses presenting the blessings for obedience. And also, we're going to focus on the blessing of obedience. We know what happened when we be cursed for our disobedience, but for our obedience, in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do. That's action. So we got to do it. We got to put in place what he's saying. And to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, right now, that the Lord thy God would set thee high above all nations of the earth. So if we be obedient and we observe, pay close attention, and to do all his commandments, here he is, we have to do it. We have to put it to action. We have to put it into great use. In order for us to see the results, we have to put in the work. It's just like going to the gym. If you go to the gym and you want to change your body, well, first of all, you have to change your eating. You have to change the things you eat. You have to eat clean. Make sure you drink plenty of water, and make sure we get exercise in so we can get the results, right? But we can say, I want to lose weight. We can say that we want to get fitted. We can say all of these things, but we're not working towards these things. They're just in vain. So according to the scripture, according to the most word of the Most High, we have to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, right now, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. So we have to observe and we got to do these things right now. And it's going to come to pass. And not only that, once we become more obedient and we get the obedient mindset, obedient to his word, he said, I will set thee high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Once we become obedient, and all these blessings gonna come, all the blessings gonna overtake us. They're just gonna come out of nowhere. All we have to do is be obedient and listen to his voice. Blessed shall I be in the city, and blessed shall I be in the field. Blessed shall I be the fruit of thy body, being healthy, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kin, the flocks of our stock. So everything we have, from our bodies to the things we possess, we're gonna prosper. And that comes for us. First of all, we gotta be obedient. In order for us to be obedient and observe and to do his commandments, we'll subtain the results. We'll subtain what the words say, right? And that's what it's all about. We have to learn to be obedient. This is the answer to our situation, is that we have to get into obedience. We've been out of compliance far too long. That's why we're catching the hell that we're catching, because we have got away from God's way of doing things to doing the things of the common enemy. We already know who the enemy is. And then he said, the Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be spent before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. So the Lord shall cause thy enemy that rise up against you to be smitten. So in other words, God will take care of your enemy. You know, we have enemies. Don't think everybody love you. You got people who don't like you. You got people who can't stand you. You got people, they just wish worse upon you. But when we be obedient, the Lord shall take care of our enemies. Even though they came against us one way, but they're gonna flee before these 7 ways. So we know 7 is completion. So whatever thing rises against you, God gonna smite that thing. They're gonna flee with you 7 ways. They're not gonna deal with you. They're not gonna bother you. God's gonna take care of them. We just gotta be obedient. Don't go around starting mess. Now, if you go around starting mess, you being messy, you spreading lies, you slandering people's name, yeah, then that's on you. And you're just gonna reap the benefits of it. So we want to be mindful of that as well also. So before we go any further, we're going to take another commercial break, and then I'm going to bring my guests on, and we're going to chop it up. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Johnny Domino, set that up. You know, every time I do something, I got to keep it real with myself. I got to put everything in the man up above. And one day, God told me, all right. You gotta stay prayed up, man. You gotta stay prayed up.
I know life gets heavy sometimes, make it hard to breathe. But stay prayed up.
Talk to him, Adrian.
The trouble don't last always.
You know,
there's ain't easy to accept, but do this for me.
What you always tell them?
And I see you on the other side.
I see you on the other side.
We all got a place at a time.
We got that time
and that's
coming.
the bottom line.
You gotta stay prayed up though.
Sure as we live, we must die. When it's my time to go, I want you to know.
Hey, China, let them know how you rejoice on this verse.
They say rejoice when they die and cry when they going through the rain and the storms. You gotta keep pressing on, cause you never know when your season gon' change. But you better know that your season gon' change and your time gon' come. And life can be a beer, and every single day that beat get realer. Yo, but life is for the living, yeah. So live while you living. And what is prayer? You telling God what you feeling, or you sitting quiet meditating so you can hear Him. And He'll tell you how to make it and show you how to battle, cause it's a war in the matrix. And you might get some scars and some failures, but the race ain't given to the swift, you gotta pace it. Cause life is a journey, and I'ma keep praying till they put me on a gurney.
I know life is heavy sometimes, make it hard to breathe.
You gotta stay prayed up.
The trouble don't last always. Death ain't easy to accept, but do this for me.
You know I'ma see you on that other
And
side,
I see you on the other side. We all got a place at a time, and that's the bottom line.
Our time coming.
Sure as we live, we must die.
I want you to know.
When it's my time to go, I want you to know.
Hey, D1, give me that real life experience.
D1. It feel like I'm cursed, but I know that I'm blessed. I smile on the ground, but I know that I'm stressed. My partner got murked, we just laid him to rest. Now I'm at the gun store buying bulletproof vests. I just left out of church, paranoid in the service. I'm looking at me mugged up, got me nervous. Saw him stand up, thought that he was finna blast me. Ray gave his life to the Lord, walked right past me. Hold up, ain't prayed in a while. Hold up, remember back as a child, wanted to be like Mike. My grandma bought me Wheaties. Couldn't add sugar cause she had diabetes. But those was the days when it all felt easy. Now I get depressed when I turn on the TV. I need me a blessing, so pray for me. Trying to get my soul right, cause judgment day coming.
I know life is heavy sometimes, make it hard to breathe. But stay prayed up, yeah. The trouble don't last always. Death ain't easy to accept, but do this for me. Stay prayed up, yeah. And I see you on the other side. We all got a place at a time, and that's the bottom line. Stay prayed up. As sure as we live, we must die.
Every day the world is turning.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on the Walking This Ways Impact Was podcast. We're very excited, very honored, very privileged to be with y'all on this great Wednesday. We know this is the midst of the week, and I'm very excited, very honored, very privileged. And we know we play music videos here on the show. So if you're a music artist, whether you do gospel, rock, pop, rap, hip hop, country, jazz, you name it, we love to play it here on the platform. It's all about taking this show to the next level. Commercials. We are accepting business commercials. So you are a business owner. You have any upcoming events. Hey, holla at your boy. I love to plug it on in. Like I said, I'm very taking this thing to the next level. I'm very honored once again. Have a very good dear friend of mine. She's been on the show before. She does a lot of great things. If you look on Instagram, she does a lot of art, amazing work, amazing things that she's doing. But I respect about her, she's very consistent with her work. She's very self-motivated. She stay on her purpose. She stay on her grind, and she's zoomed in and locked in. So I gotta give her flowers. Now I get a guys say cigars, but I gotta get a ladies their flowers. So I thank you once again, my dear friend, taking time out of your productive schedule to come on. I know you're doing a lot of great things. I know you have your own podcast as well. So you're doing a lot of great things. So what has been up with you since the last time you was here on my show?
Hey, I think the last time I hadn't had a fashion show yet, but since then I've already like designed a whole line and it went really well. I was like really like it was a challenge for me because I'd never like organized everything. I usually just make clothes and just like don't do much with it. But it was nice to be able to have models and like see how things look on people. And it was a really nice experience. But I also joined a circus troupe since then.
Like so you've been doing a lot of things, and you've been doing a lot of great things. It's all it keeping life interesting, being open minded, and from where you at now to when you were a child. Did you ever imagine your life to take the thing it's going into from being seen in regular different places to be noticed in different places to making an impact? Have you ever thought that everything would just be so amazing at the point of your life right now?
I kind of always felt like it's always been like this. Yeah, because ever since I was like in preschool, I could barely talk. I still like was walking around trying to make friends, and I would try and introduce people and stuff like that.
So, and that's what it's all about. And I got some questions for you. And I know you were inspired. So, the field that you're in, what inspired you to pursue your field expertise? What inspired you to pursue this field that you're in? Like I said, I know you do a lot of great things, but what besides you, what's your expertise of pursuing the field that you're in today?
With like the performance mostly, because that's what I'm mostly I think focusing on, performing and then like making clothes. But I think that just seeing other people doing it made it like an option for me, like to see that it's possible. But I just want to do things that like I don't really think too much into it. I just see something and I'm like I want to do that.
Right, and that's what it's all about. Is being creative, finding your niche. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has a gift, but it's up to us to utilize that gift, to cultivate that gift, to make it what it be. And I know a lot of time when people find their niche and they find their purpose in life, they say it's not work to them because they're doing something that they was born to do. But the creativity, I know you have like I said, with your pictures and things, you have a different variety of images that you do. Where did that imagination come from? It's be, what, I got to keep this creative. I got to make sure it's up to date. So where did all the creativity come from?
Well, I don't really think about it being creative. It's just stuff that I dream about and then I do it, but I don't consider it creative. I just do it. I don't know how to explain it. Because I don't really know exactly what creation is. I just like, there's things that I imagine and then I just do them.
Right.
It doesn't really take a...
That makes sense because we all have imaginations because we had imagination when we were born. We want to do these great things. So we know imagination. Well, I take that back. Your imagination.
Yeah.
Per se. So being imagining things that, okay, I imagine this and I'm just going to bring it to the forefront. But how has it been since seeing your work displayed on different places? Seeing your works like, wow, this came to pass. It's coming to pass, has came to pass.
Yeah.
What goes to your mind when you see how create, the applause for your work? How many people liking your work? They're enjoying your work, sharing your work. How does that feel when you get all that accolade and all that love and respect that you're doing?
Yeah, something that I didn't expect to happen when I first started displaying my work, because like I originally started doing that because I wanted to have like an excuse to make something really like something that I was proud of. Because if I just do stuff that nobody sees, and it's like I'm not going to clean it up as much. But when I started to display it, I started to realize that it brings people together that like it, and that's like such a nice feeling. Because then they'll start telling you that they like it, and then you might inspire them to make something, or they might tell me about something that they're working on, and it's always like a really nice, like it's something I didn't expect.
But like I say, it's part of the journey
Hmm.
and just the story. Because I look at art. Art tells a story. It tells what a person may be going through, what they may be dealing with, they may be experienced, and
Hmm.
how they can relate to what you put out there and put together. Like, wow, I can relate to that. Oh, I see that. Wow, that inspired me. Oh, wow, that changed my life. Oh, that helped change the direction in my life. I was going left and I end up going right about what was displayed before me. And what has been the most challenging to you? Any like most challenging to you doing the work you're doing? What has been the most challenging part of your journey, your purpose?
Probably the funding part. I think because it's like everything costs money, and then even if it doesn't cost money, it's still taken away from me making money at the end of the day. But it's like I have a very specific idea of like the stuff that I want to see, so I'm like willing to like go broke for it.
But you know what? I mean, that's cool because you investing in something that you love doing,
Hmm.
and and you're doing something that you're passionate about, and that's an investment. I don't look at it as being broke, but it's being an investment because we know it's going to pay off in the long run. It's all about laying the
Oh,
groundwork, the
yeah.
foundation. But you having fun doing it. How long have you been doing? How long you been in this field now? Because you've been in it quite some time. So how long have you been doing it?
Yeah. So I when I was getting my degrees, I didn't really do a lot of it because with my anthropology and sociology degrees, I had to read maybe like 100 pages every 2 days or something. So I didn't have time. It was like I was constantly reading. But then so I took a break for a little bit, but it's pretty much like my whole life. And then during college, the break, and then I went back to it like right after.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that you did take a extended break due to your studying
Hmm.
and stuff like that. But I know I applaud you for that because you were
It was
so
hard.
focused. I can imagine, but I applaud you for your grind and work ethic from the outside looking in. How you say, okay, I got to focus on my studies, get my degree, and once I master that and got that, then I could go back to doing that. So I applaud you because I remember you was doing that for quite a while. But I applaud you for that, for your grind and your hustles. I really do from the outside looking in.
Yeah, I felt like I was missing out on a lot of stuff. And like people were calling me like, you need to show up to this or like we want to interview you and stuff like that. And I was like, I can't, I don't have time.
Because you know, because you got some work to do, so I respect
Mhm.
that. And I know you have been featured on platforms, and also I see you do some music as well. I seen it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Where did that originate? Because that's my first time ever seeing
Um,
it.
since I was probably like 4, that's like the youngest I can remember, but I've always been trying to dance. But then like I think as soon as I started talking, I think I started trying to sing also.
You
Yeah.
just do a lot. I mean, you just
Mhm.
do a what's the next thing that you want to do? Because you're doing so much. What's
Yeah.
the next thing on your list that you want to do?
So I just told somebody this the other day. I was like, I finally got everything that I like down. Now I need to figure out how to be really good at them. So I think I'm
So
just
that
gonna spend time like getting really good at the stuff.
right, because that keeps you occupied and that keeps you focused and keep you
Hmm.
disciplined. Because discipline brings on success. I do believe that. But like I
Yeah.
said, I respect your work ethic, but also you're doing something that you enjoy doing. So that plays a role in doing instead of doing something you don't enjoy doing, but you're
Yeah.
actually doing something that you enjoy doing by you staying real focused. So I'm gonna ask you this: what advice you offer to individuals seeking to eliminate to your career path?
Hmm.
You're tongue tied, but what advice would you like to offer those who want to take the career path that you take?
Um, I guess like really know what you want to do because it's easy to get like with paths that not a lot of people take. It's really easy to take a lot of like a zigzags or like paths that they don't need to take or want to take. And I think it's always good I tell everyone to meditate. That's like what I always go to.
Right.
Because it's going to come from your minds, and not everybody's going to have the same path.
That's true. And finding that niche, finding something that she was gifted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're in a world now, everybody want to chase the bag. I'm chasing the bag, chasing the bag. But a lot of people left corporate America. A lot of people left 6-figure incomes to pursue something they love doing. Somebody may have a 6-figure income, but their passion was to work with animals.
Yeah.
Or their passion may be help painting houses. We everybody has a different thing in life they have to do. And we know we're in this world now that everybody, you have to do this, you have to work, you have to walk this way, talk this way, think this way. And we have allowed society to dictate how we're supposed to live. So have you always considered yourself being a free thinker? With me, okay, I hear what you're saying. It is kind of fuzzy, but I'm going where my mind is telling me to go. So have you always considered yourself being a free thinker?
I think most people have considered me that, but at first I felt like I was being rebellious. Like I had to overcome that because I was like, I felt like I had to like go against what my parents might want, like with a regular job, and then like go against like what some teachers were telling me because I was like, that doesn't sound right and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But eventually I think it eventually turned into free thinking.
Yeah, because it's always finding that, like growing up, and I said, thank God for our parents, and our parents did the best they could do, because our parents would just pass on with their parents and their parents so forth. So when it comes to asking questions, it's like they say, you see these commercials all the time. They would say, just say no to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Why I say no to drugs? Because I tell you so. But if you really broke down the elements of what drugs does, I think that would have helped a whole lot of people when people ask questions. Well, I say so, but have we get to the point that we start breaking things down? Well, I'm gonna sit you down and explain why it's not good to do drugs. I'm gonna sit down and explain to you why you shouldn't do this, and do that. We would just always say, because I said so. So that's when that curiosity go on, like, okay, they said, I just want to know why they said this. I'm gonna experience it. Because I know. So if does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, communication could probably really transform a lot of like the way people take things if it's done correctly.
Yeah, because I had teens on the show a while back, and one of their biggest things, one of the girls that was on the show, she's a senior high school. Her biggest thing is the adults just to hear them out. Betas to meet them where they are, because parents, they just want to hoop and holler at their children. So what it's going to do, it's going to shut them down. So it's like, okay, I can't talk to you about nothing. So they end up going on the outside, getting bad information, bad advice. And then you be like, it'd be like, it could have been avoided. So that's one of the biggest things I heard from the young lady that was on my show was them being heard. What do you say about that?
I think it's really different for when people are teens versus their parents, because like the times have changed. So I feel like if they can't communicate with each other, then they're not going to get across like what they're going through.
Yeah, because I said that's the biggest thing they ever said was just to hear him out. And that's what I was saying earlier, because I heard some parents on the show on here too before. And it's like explaining, because one analogy came up was take out the trash.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, she explained to her son what was the reason for him to take out the trash. So he would get an understanding of, okay, I got to take the trash out, because if I don't take the trash out, it's going to overflow. It's going to hit the floor. It's going to bring an odor in the house. It's going to bring roaches and stuff like that. So she broke it down to explain to him what was the purpose of taking out the trash, so he get an understanding, okay, I'll take the trash out, because if I don't, these things will happen. So that's what it was all about. It's like, okay, the things they go through, okay, I need to be quick to hear, so to speak, break it down and understand. So, okay, I just believe that more things could be avoided if we just listen, like you said, and communicate.
I think a lot of it is based on like miscommunications.
It is. And it really, because if you don't know the answer, what they always say, well, I don't know the answer, but I always find somebody who give me the answer, and I can come back with it to you.
Mhm.
And that's what it's all about: communicating and being effective communicating. Let me say this: you're doing a lot of this. What's next on the agenda? What next you have coming up next?
Um, so tomorrow I'm gonna be doing or I'm casting directing for a music video. This is my
Okay.
first time doing that, so I'm like organizing like the actresses, and it was like a learning curve because I had to figure out like how to do it. But that's tomorrow.
But how how do you fit everything within your schedule? I mean, because like I say, you do a lot of things. So
Yeah,
how do you implement all this in your schedule? You have this stuff already mapped out within a month. Or how do you
yeah.
have this all
I have a
mapped out?
calendar. I can't do anything without a calendar. So
Yeah,
like,
organize is key. Go ahead.
yeah, whenever somebody asks me if I'm available, I'll check like instantly. I'll be like, let me see what I'm doing that day, before and after that day, to see if I'm gonna be like having too much going on. And then if it works out, then I put it in my calendar. And I'll do
Right. So
reminders too.
right. So be more organized, more
Mhm.
structured, and things like that. Awesome. I know you have a podcast as well,
Yeah.
also. So talk more about the podcast and how can people subscribe. What is the podcast all about?
So it's called Conversation Room Podcast, and it's mostly a bunch of questions, or maybe like I think it's like 5 questions,
Mhm.
um, that everyone gets the same questions, but the conversations always come out different because everyone has different answers, so it leads to different conversations. But it was supposed to be just for people that consider themselves creative, and then I was like, let me open that up because there's more people that have things to say. But if anybody's interested, let me know. I want to interview more people. And it's
Man, that's
remote.
okay. Yeah, it's a great platform. I was on there before. She makes you feel very comfortable, so you don't have to be all nervous and stuff like that. She makes you feel very
It's,
comfortable.
it's really casual.
And that's what it's all about. Make people feel comfortable that when they come on your platform, they're feeling comfortable. They can be able to talk and just be at ease. And I know a lot of times people have a lot to say and
Mhm.
just be organic. I know a lot of times we may write things down, but like I said, it takes it to a whole nother
Mhm.
arena and like well we say, okay, hey, I like this. This is feel good and things like that. So in the midst of you doing shows and doing other things, what has been the most talked about subject that you have witnessed? We know we have a lot of subjects going on today, but what has been the most talked about in your opinion that you have come across?
On my podcast,
Yeah.
I think people always say that, like, when it comes to the advice part, because I always ask, what would you tell your 8-year-old self? They almost always say, or a lot of people have said, that they wish they hadn't listened to what people were telling them to do and that they just did what like they thought was best. And I think that's
Mm.
so interesting because a lot of people feel like I think they might have wasted time or they went on the wrong path because they were listening to other people.
Yeah, and it happens. And also, big shout out to Cynthia, my friend Cynthia Anderson in the comment section. She said she would love to bring guests on your platform. So she said,
Awesome.
bring it on. I got a few people for her. So
Yeah.
Cynthia, she's a great woman, great individual, of course, and she does a lot with the Texas Brew Radio and other things that she's doing as well. So she loved to bring some of the artists and other people on your platform to help get you out there as well. It's all about working
Mhm.
together. So that'd be awesome. So big shout out to Cynthia in the comment section as well.
Yeah.
Also,
But one of the things that I've been loving about my podcast is that I think a lot of people get a chance to say their goals. And I think that's so powerful because then they hear it out loud and then they hear other people that are interested in their goals. And I think I've seen people connect because they're like, hey, I heard you wanted to do this. And it's like such a good feeling.
it is, and it really, and you never know who listening, who watching, and
Hmm.
who's inspired. And it's like, wow, you doing it. I could do it too. I just believe in
Yeah,
possibilities. Like
I love
all
that.
things are possible.
Hmm.
And you represent and I heard Will Smith say this in an interview years ago. He wanted to represent possibilities, and that's what we're supposed to
Wow.
do. As
Yeah.
we are in the forefront, we should represent possibilities everywhere we go, making an impact, a last a lasting impact on those who we come in contact with, that they would be inspired, that they will tap in into what they are, because you gotta have a vision. without a vision, the people perish. So we ain't got no vision. We just gonna perish. So we got to get a vision on what we want. And I like you said something about goals. And I heard this too on the platform. I mean, having your weekly goals, having your monthly goals, having your yearly goals, keeping something inspiring. A lot of times, and help me with this, people can get so burnt out if they don't have anything in place. What you say about that?
Well, now that you mentioned the weekly goals and the monthly goals and everything, I do need those. Like if I were, for example, I've been trying to write a book for like months, but just saying that sounds like a lot of work. So then I broke it down to like chapters. I'll be like, let me do like one chapter a week, for example, and then like break that down and be like, let me do like 3 paragraphs a day, stuff like that. Because you can't just put, like I put it in my calendar, I was like, write a book. And then I looked at it and I was like, that's a lot. But I can do 2 paragraphs.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta do some paragraph, because once we got these things in mind, that dark individual always creeps up beside us, say, oh, this is overwhelming. Oh, I don't feel like it. Oh, let's do it tomorrow. So we gotta block out that dark voice and listen to this voice. Hey, we got to get it done. Hey, we got to do it. Hey, we got time. We got this. We got that. So it's the term of listening. Is I'm going to listen to this voice right here, or I'm going to listen to this negative voice, the lazy voice that just don't want to do anything. So and I understand that too as well. Also, so you want to write a book. What else you want to do? You say you want to write a book.
So I just did this concert where I was a backup dancer.
Okay.
That was on Saturday. It was called the Freedom Concert. It was amazing. There was a bunch of local musicians, and we had a bunch of background singers and dancers. And we had a poet there. Her name was Adonis. She was so good. But that led to a few people talking to me about producing and engineering some of my music. So I was like, maybe I should do a CD. I've never done that before. So I have my eye on that, but I don't want to like get distracted right now.
Yeah, hey, I understand. But you know what? You stay productive. And I like that. You stay very, very productive. So there's never a dull, no item within you, because you always staying productive. And that's always a good thing. And I know you mentioned a Freedom Concert. I didn't know. What is the Freedom Concert was about? How many artists was there? What type of genre of music was playing it that you can remember?
I think there was like maybe 5 singers. But then there was a whole band, and then the poet, and then there was like 2 rappers.
Okay.
And I hope I'm not missing anybody. But the choreo for the dance was really like a big deal. I'll be posting videos soon.
Man, awesome. And
like 2 weeks, like just rehearsing back to back.
Man, that's what's up right there. Like I said, I know there's a lot of artists here in the DFW, and I see that I'm coming across now. And just everybody's doing something they love to do, they're passionate about. Like I said, we shouldn't. Our life was not meant to be a waste. We were meant to be extraordinary figures, extraordinary human beings that say, just on top of the norm, creating a life that you want to live. That's it. Creating a life that you want to live. Forget what society say. Forget what people may say. But all about creating a life that you will. Creating my own universe. Creating my own world where I want to see. Creating my own kingdom. Creating my own empire. And that's it. And that's what it's all about. Creating your own kingdom. Creating your own empire. So that's what it's all about, of course. So I'm not finna hold you up. I know you're a very productive woman and everything else. I gotta do it. I won't be doing the show tonight. I'll be on someone else's platform tonight at 7. So big shout out to Anita with her podcast. I won't be doing the show tonight. So before you're ready to depart, do you have any words of advice, any signs of wisdom that you want to leave here with the audience? And we're live streaming right now on Facebook, and we're live streaming on Instagram as well also. So do you have any words of advice you want to leave here with the audience as you're ready to depart?
I think the only thing I want to say is that if you feel like you want to do something, just do it. Like eventually you're going to be where you want to be. Because like if you keep doing it, you're going to attract people that do it. It's going to become a better team. You're going to get better at your skills. And then like practice eventually leads somewhere. It doesn't just you don't stay at the same skill set forever.
Right, that's it. Grow, evolve. And that's pretty much sums up. So, ladies and gentlemen, about to get ready to depart. It's already 12, so about to get ready to depart. Man, y'all have a great Wednesday. Enjoy your day. Get them things done. Set your goals. And most importantly, whatever you decide to do today, just do it. Don't allow self to get in the way, because self can easily get in the way.
Mhm.
And before we know it, we regret that we didn't do it. So we out this thing. Also, go and plug in your platform for your podcast. Where can we go to subscribe and follow? And what social media platforms they're available on?
So it's on Spotify, and it's Conversation Room Surtzy, Surtzy. And if you want to be on it, please message me at Instagram. It's Surtzy. And I want everyone. Everyone's invited to be on there.
And be on that. It's a great platform. I was on there before. Be on there. It's a great platform. You will have fun and you will enjoy yourself. So we out this thing. Man, y'all have a great Wednesday. And I will see y'all Saturday morning, 11 a.m. here on the Walking This Way Impact Voice podcast. Peace, everybody.
Bye.